Hello everyone, my name is Magda. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm playing the next of the four spirit slash aspects that was in the latest Steam release, and that is a spread of Rampant Green and the aspect of Regrowth. I'm going to play that against Habsburg level 2 on board H. So let's go ahead and set the game up. Okay, once again, I haven't tried this out. I've tried the Rampant Regrowth a few times now, and it seems quite strong, so I think this should not have any issues. And we need level 2. So level 2 is basically, what is this? During setup, we're adding towns to the board, and then we're building towns instead of cities inland. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how this goes. Okay, we're starting off with jungle, which seems quite easy because there's no towns already in there, that they will be gathering towns. Anyway, but jungle and wetlands is quite nice for Rampant overall because you can always add presence. It's a little bit harder for the mountains and the sands. The difference between regular Rampant and Regrowth is that you don't put back, you have an additional set of presences that you can add to the board, so you can have very many presences on the board. You just have to hit this threshold. So you don't have the defense in it, but you have the unbelievable Regrowth. And then, yeah, but it's the same that if they're going to build or ravage, you can prevent that by adding, by sacrificing one of your presence in a land with a sacred site. Everything else seems to be the same. Alright, so let's go ahead. I'm going to already grow. I'm going to do what I usually do with a spread of rampant growth, which means do option 1, so that way I can grow as fast as possible and I can spread my presences on lands that are otherwise hard to get to. So then we're gonna add a presence there. And with this, let's maybe add it where there's already towns. Maybe I can play, well, we can do either damage. We can add 1 presence and maybe do 1 damage instead of pushing. Yeah, let's do that. I think it doesn't matter. What did I pick? The damage. So here at least you can destroy a town somewhere. It says you currently have no sacred site, but I will because I'm adding a presence here. And oh, but I don't add anything through here. Oh, I will, because if I take the extra presence from here, I will be able to add a destroyed presence from here. Okay, so let's add, let's add 1 here. So that way I can do the damage here. Okay, I'm gonna allow build, then I can sacrifice this during the ravage. Okay, I'm gonna gather that one. Oh, wait, maybe not. Let's leave the one in the wetlands because it's easier to defend from there, but maybe get rid of this. I find that Rampant is very good at, oh, it's good I took the mountains because now they don't build very many of them. Okay, so let's do damage. Kill 1, doesn't stop anything else. But we can add a presence. Unfortunately, I can only add 1 in jungle or wetlands. Okay, then we're gonna do the same thing. I'm not gonna add another presence to the jungle because I already have that. But again, we're gonna add the presence here. This also allows us to play what's the word? to play an additional card, because as you can see here, I'm on one card play, but with this you have +1 card play. That's why I'm playing 2 cards. So I'm gonna add another presence here. We can still go to the top. Okay, I can destroy 2 of my presents to gain a power card. Why not? We can do that in the wetlands. I'm already destroying a lot of presents. I'm gonna pick a miner still. Okay, I like this. This has his colors, dark and tangled woods. I can do the defense on land 3. I think, or land 4, I'm not sure. I think that's the best of his colors. Maybe I don't actually have to reclaim next turn. I don't know. Let's see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to be giving up presences. Yeah, otherwise they will ravage. Yeah, it's a little bit pity because you're not doing much. I'm going to allow build. Okay, and then wetlands. Okay, I think I'm gonna push one of these towns away, because then that way I can defend with this. What can we do? This 1 damage. I can do 1 damage, but it doesn't do anything, and I can add a presence. Let's already start adding a presence in the wetlands. Okay, we are going to do this, and I'm going to pick a card. I'm still going to pick a miner. I don't want to give up stuff yet. Element wise, it's nice to have something with water, because then I can add destroy presences. I also like this defense, but it doesn't have water, so I'm gonna go for Rain of Blood, just because it's nice to add destroyed presences. Okay, we're gonna do the defense there. How are we doing with the fear? Okay, this is our first fear card. During the next normal ravage, each city does +2 damage. That doesn't affect us. On each board, add a disease, and you ignore the disease. Maybe we can add it here. It doesn't affect it. Now, 1 fear per land with invaders, where Dahan outnumber town and cities. Only have 1. Okay. Each player removes an explorer from a land with Dahan, so I can do that there. At least we're doing some damage, and then here unfortunately we have to sacrifice. I'm gonna allow it to build. Okay. Coastal lands. I think at one point I will need to gain like a major power, so I can start doing some damage. Otherwise, I will be kind of in a limbo. So what does this do? If target land has at least 2, let's gain maximum fear. So that's, is it 3 fear? Yeah. And then yeah, 1 damage. But again, this doesn't do anything. We can add a presence. Maybe we can add a presence here. Okay, we're gonna grow. Maybe I should pick a major power already. Should I do that? I'm gonna go for the major power. Alright, so what is element-wise? Accelerated rot is the best. I would need 1 more card with sun to hit the threshold, but I think it's not a card I usually pick. But maybe this is nice. It's only for wetlands and jungle. Sleep and never awaken is nice, especially if you're playing adversaries which have a lot of explorers. This is not it. And this is, but neither of these are really his elements. Maybe the moons, but I think the best is Accelerate Rot, and I'm going to get rid of Rain of Fire. So ideally, I would have accelerated Rot, and this one. Field structural growth are the same elements, so I just need something else which has sun, because I think I have a plant here. Okay, what are we doing? Um, should I play? I'd like to hit the threshold for this, so let's maybe should I do this? We can add a presence. How many presences can I play? Yeah, this is maybe I can pick a card next turn, so let's see how it goes. I'm gonna add presence, do some damage, add one omen. So this is the omen ones. Add one omen token to a land without omens that has the most invaders, and you get fear. Where would this be actually? It could be anywhere. I could pick it. Maybe should I go for that? I'm gonna go for that, and I can pick where would that be? Maybe here, and I can add a presence here, so if they ravage, they don't blight. In each land, 1 damage per beast. Lands with Dahan have defend 2 in their lands. On each board, in a land matching a ravage card, do 1 damage. Oh, this is defended 2, so this is actually quite nice. Let's... Okay, I'm gonna allow it to ravage because it has a defense 2. I'm guessing this is from the... From this? Yeah, it lands with Dahan have defend 2. Okay. Here I'm gonna sacrifice myself, but I have to remember to add a presence there in the next turn so they don't I'm gonna allow build here. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave land to blight. Okay, more jungle stuff. This is not great. Oh, and now I have to start adding things. Let's add it here. Yeah, maybe it's nicer. It's nice to get the blight, because otherwise they don't escalate. Because right now they're escalating. I'm gonna add a presence here, so this is taken care of. Then let's do some damage. So I'm gonna leave land to be. Maybe I will play. So let's add this. Should we pick a card? I'm gonna pick a card. I don't know if I'm gonna play it. Let's see. So we needed sun. So this is it. Now, how many cards can I play? I can only play 3 cards. Okay, I'm just gonna go for this. Okay, I was hoping to defend this with dark and tangled woods, but I'm gonna not do that. But here I think I hit the threshold already, which is nice also because it's upcoming is jungle. Okay, let's do that. And I get energy too. Get 2 energy. During each normal ravage, each town does +1 damage. Does this give us a super blight here? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, maybe not. Each beast destroys 1 explorer. We don't have explorers in lands with beasts. On each board, add a Dahan to a jungle or wetland with Dahan. Yeah, we can add it here. That way you don't have solo Dahan. I mean, we do have one here, but... Okay, so here I'm just gonna sacrifice. Here I'm gonna sacrifice. Actually, Here I can add already two tons. Okay, I like that. Okay, here we get our first blight. And here we're gonna sacrifice as well. Okay. So that worked out well with our omen. Let's gather from there. Let's gather from here maybe. Sands. Okay, we need to start putting sands. So I have to put a sacred site in the sands. Okay, now we have to add. Oh, unfortunately, that's not nice. Oh, but I can push this, push the town here, so that way they don't build. Okay, where should we add? I'm gonna add 2 presences here, and let's do some damage here. I think altogether I do 9 damage. 4, 5. Okay. Okay, that did a lot of damage. I could have also played it on land 5, but I think the damage would not have been used fully. So can I use this to defend? 1, 2, 3. Because I have this defend 3, but I think that's not enough. Okay, that's fine. Let's add a presence here. I'm gonna pick a card. Should I pick another major? There's nothing I really want to give up though. Okay, what can we do here? Maybe steam vents. This is also nice versus growth. Okay, I'm gonna do that. And this. We still have a lot of energy. 12 energy is quite nice. So I'm gonna defend this, but it's not enough, so I'm still gonna put a presence there. It's too bad I could have used the fear. So we're kind of good with that. For the rest of this turn, ignore strife. It doesn't matter. But we have 3 fear cards. This is quite nice. We don't have strife, so it doesn't affect us. When invaders ravage, if the land has Dahan, defend 2. So that's nice. I can maybe use that for land 1. Each player chooses a different coastal land with Dahan. In each, gather up to 1 Dahan, then 1 damage per Dahan. Yeah, we can do that. 3 damage. Okay, that's definitely awesome. Each player chooses a different land with Dahan, 1 damage per Dahan. There, we can do that here. That way they don't have 2 towns instead just 1. Lands with presence have defend 2. Each spirit gains 1 energy per sacred site they have. Okay, I have a lot of energy. Okay, let's them ravage here. Allow ravage. And here I'm just going to sacrifice. I'm going to allow it to build. Maybe I do need another major power because I'm not really, what do you call it? Targeting, I cannot target sands or mountains. Okay, then let's maybe clean that one out. Okay, mountains. Okay. We need to add a town somewhere. We can add that here. To do twice, okay. Yeah, this is the disadvantage of Habsburg. If you don't have too many blights, then you're constantly doing the escalation. Okay, we can do some damage. We can add 1 presence. What's upcoming? Suns. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do in land 2 here. Here I can only add it to a jungle or wetlands. I can do 2 damage. Let's just do 2 damage here. And then here we can do some damage, maybe here. Destroy the town. How far are we from terror level 3? Okay. Okay, should we go for... I don't know what's happening in land 8. What can I use here? Okay, I'm not going to move anything. Should I pick a major power? Um, what can I give up? Okay, I'm gonna try for a major power. Okay, no, I don't like really any of them. And element-wise, I guess this is the best. Settle into hunting grounds. Will I hit the threshold? I will not. Um, but yeah, I think I'm gonna pick this. I'm gonna give up maybe Gift of Proliferation. Uh, uh, I'm not sure. Yeah, land 8 I think is I'm gonna just let it go. Maybe this. I'm just trying to see if I can hit this threshold and do some damage. This allows me to add presence. So, okay, land 8, unless there's a miracle and there's a defense, then, yeah. Can't do anything about that. So I'm going to give myself settle. So my presence now count as Badlands and Beasts. Should I? I'm going to... Maybe I'll put my presence down. And the reason is because maybe I'll get a defense. Maybe it will be treated as a beast. Let's see how it goes. Oh, and that's perfect. So now if my presents are treated as beasts, I hope it works the way I think it does. Then I can destroy the town. For each board discard, I'm gonna go. I have enough water, so I can act to ease the drought. I might have to. I have enough energy anyway. Yeah, I'm rolling in the cash. So let's add presents. I could actually just add it like that. Doesn't matter. Each beast attacks to. Yeah, this is perfect because now all my presences are beasts, but I will be losing them. But let's do this again. Let me do this. Perfect, but I do lose the presence. But again, it doesn't matter because it's a beast in a battleland. Isn't that quite cool? So I do lose a lot of presence. I'm going all crazy. Do I really want to lose so many presences? I'm not sure. Okay, that one didn't. This doesn't do anything. This is... I can do 4 damage here. So I lost a lot of presence, but I did a lot of damage too. I can do more damage. Wait, hold on. Maybe this is not smart. Hold on. Actually, this is not smart because if I get rid of everything here, then they will ravage. Oh, okay, that was not thought through. So I'm not gonna do it in land 2. Actually, let's do this in order because now I'm feeling like I'm all over the place. Hold on. Okay, let's start with land 1, nothing. Land 2, no, I don't want to do that. I mean, I can do some damage, but I don't want to lose it. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay. Here we can do some damage as well. Here's explorers. Yeah, so here I did 1 damage to each town and city so that I don't lose my sacred site. So that's 4. Now we're going to 5. Should we destroy towns? Let's go ahead and destroy towns. So it's quite fortunate to get this event card at the same time as I was playing Settle into Hunting Grounds. Okay, 6, I can't do anything. 7, yeah, let's kill a town. And 8, let's destroy the town also. Okay, got me 2 fear cards. Okay, during Ravage in every land, defend 1 per Dahan. Each player removes an explorer town from an inland land. Maybe we can remove that. Skip the next normal explorers. I'm gonna have a break at one point. Okay, we're gonna sacrifice this. Maybe do some damage afterwards. Let's okay, I did that so that I don't have to add it here, and then maybe here we can do some damage. That is nice and clean. I think we're one. Oh no, how far are we from terror level? Okay, we're still... I'm getting too happy. I still have some. We can do damage here. Actually, all I need is one. I can repeat this, but yeah, nowhere really. So I only have one town and one explorer left. Isn't that awesome? And I think I can finish this actually. Let's add this. Yeah, because I just need to destroy this town. Okay, so that is so cool. So my choice of settle into the hunting grounds actually worked quite well, thanks to the event card, because I was able to clear a lot of the islands. Alright, and this is quite nice with this game because sometimes you don't expect something and then it works out quite well. Of course, it also happens the other way around, but yeah, that is quite cool, I think. Anyway, so I got 50 points. Score 50 points. I got an additional Dahan, only, well, I got 2 Blights. I only used actually my other major power only once. But yeah, that went much easier than I thought it would go. Anyway, so that's it. Thank you so much for watching. Next week I will play, I believe it's the only one left from the last release is River Haven. Which is also quite a fun spirit to play, and that will be the last of the last release. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, see you next week. Bye bye.